Well, we'll just call them Sigma. We'll be right back with game number 1. Stay tuned.
Sideline of goal! Lakewood are doing it! They're gonna take! He's gonna bring down Burning! Alone with a double kill! Dropping fast! Final points there! He's still alive! Wait, oh, second slide! He's got one side! He's got a second! He's taking it! They're all die on three! They're all dead!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our second best of 2 for WPC West action on the day. It's Empire versus Sigma. You may recognize some of these players from former Team Dog, but for this tournament, they are Sigma, Misery, Fata, Pycat, MSS, and POS. And well, with that being said, the draft is now well underway. We've got Empire on the Dire side, Dog on the Radiant, or sorry, Sigma on the Radiant. Oh, actually, yeah, let's go ahead and let's just not confuse anyone. We'll skip that overlay for this game. I'm LDB on the Summit, and I, of course, am joined here once again by Fear of Team EG. Fear, how you doing?
Pretty good. Can we just call him Dogma?
I've been told we're supposed to call them Sigma.
Okay.
Dogma's a... let's see what my friend tells me, but Dogma might be a happy compromise. It's definitely a good one.
I don't know how else you could do it, but anyways, Ember Spirit makes it through. Oh, wow. Good hero.
Yeah. Empire do get good heroes to control him, though. Batrider and Doom, and just kind of classic Empire. This is what they were running a lot if you go back a few weeks ago, so...
Yeah.
Is it worth giving away Ember for that?
I mean, I don't know. Ember ruins all my pub games. I hate that hero.
Well...
But I think if you go Shadowblade on Doom, I mean, Blink's an okay alternative, but I feel like whenever you go Blink on Doom against Ember Spirit, he just jukes you if he has any vision of you. Like, as soon as he sees you on the map, he'll start playing, like, passive. And, like, every time you're in the animation, like, of casting Doom, he'll cast his W, evade it, then use his ult, and then evade it. It gets very hard to Doom, but if you Lothar's in behind him, you usually can't see that coming, and it seems to be more effective in the games that I've seen.
Yeah, and I think the thing is Ember's never going to carry a gem, right? Because it's going to be the support, so he won't actually see it coming. Maybe they drop some sentries in the lane, but Empire do tend to like to go Shadowblade on their Doom. It's something you see quite a bit from them, so wouldn't surprise me at all if that's the case.
They played on both. It's going to be a silent Doom, because I know what Mag does play it occasionally, but they already have a Batrider, so they already have their 2 lanes locked in. They still need their mid and other supports, and on Sigma... One can only assume Ember is their mid, but I still think Ember's a good safe lane hero, but it seems teams prioritize playing it mid more than safe lane.
Yeah, it's... I wonder if we see Empire go for that Resolution Storm as well. There was a period where they were going for that Doom Storm combo, like, every game, and I think another good hero to have against Ember. And one of the heroes that lanes better against him than some. He's not like the worst matchup anyway.
Oh, yeah, it's really good. Storm's very good against Ember. Any hero that can has long-range initiation and, like, an Orchid or Hexer was very good against Ember, because that hero, it's, like, very essential that you lock him down in fights. If you don't deal with him, he kills your whole team. Literally your whole team just by clicking his W late game, like, twice. Your whole team's just dead. So you have to lock him down before he gets that off, and Storm's a good option for that. Tinker is an okay option for that as well. There's Nyx is alright, but it's banned. So they already have some good. Batrider, not so good, but it can work. If positioning Ember's good, Batrider won't find the jump on him.
Yeah, and already I do like Empire's draft a lot. Like, sure, you give away Empire, Sure, you give away Ember, who's an Empire, a one-man Empire, but yeah, they've got so much locked on already. The Doom, the Lasso, the Fiend's Grip. If they just get, like, say, one more hero like Storm that can also lock him down, I don't even know if Ember's going to be a big problem this game. Watch me say that, and then he goes, like, 20 and 2, but...
The problem with Ember Spirit is early game, he's ridiculous strong. He kind of falls off mid game a little bit. He's not the greatest, like when he's has his phase drums and it's like 20 minutes or 18, 20 minutes in and he's like building for Deso or whatever, or Battle Fury. It's not so good, but super late game, then he gets ridiculous again. So if he snowballs early game, that'll be a problem. And if it goes too late, it'll be a problem. But if you make sure he doesn't do too well in the early game, and then you just take it to him the mid game, that's how you should mainly go against an Ember Spirit.
Yeah, Dazzle for Empire will now be the fourth pick, and just a support hero they like to run quite a bit. They don't have a ton of AoE, but at the same time, Sigma's not really looking to push or group up that much, so I think this Empire draft is very classic and solid for them. As for Sigma, Disruptor, I guess good to
unusual.
counter the Bat initiation is the main thing.
What's up with the first two Venomancer?
Dire team banned.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about Sigma's side of the draft too
Yeah.
much, but that's kind of curious. And it's not like Empire showed much sign of wanting to push either. They went Bat Doom, so...
Well, one thing that Venomancer does provide against you versus the two heroes Empire does have is Venomancer, obviously Gale is good
10
against any
seconds
melee hero,
remaining.
so against Doom, if you Gale him, he doesn't have much mobility in team fights.
5
It's pretty
seconds
good.
remaining.
And the Plague Wards is very good against Batrider, just stopping him from finding like the positioning so he can
Reserve
blink.
time.
It limits his movement a lot, which makes it harder to get lassos off, so I can see the logic a little bit.
Yeah, Luna's the choice now for Sigma. They are just taking a lot of farm-dependent heroes and level-dependent heroes here, but at the same time, Empire as well. I do like going dual core, though, against this Empire draft. You do not want to be running one carry against Bat, Doom, and Bane. So
Radiant
even their
team
offlaner,
banned.
maybe they want to look for some sort of, if not carry, then just someone who can be relevant later on in the game.
Yeah, I'm Sigma's draft. Wow, it's really good like late game, but I
mean,
feel like
you-
they have
10
some major
seconds
problems
remaining.
mid game.
You can see, like, each pick in a vacuum kind of makes
5
sense. Like, Ember is a
seconds
strong
remaining.
hero, first pick. The Veno's really curious, but at least the Disruptor
Reserve
counters the
time.
Batrider initiation, can maybe catch him out. Maybe they're anticipating a Storm pick as well. And I guess the Luna, they just want another carry because there's already so much single target lockdown, but
a lot of fun,
the
though.
end result is just this hodgepodge of heroes that feels awkward together. They have
Dire
no real
team
lockdown either, just the Disruptor and the Luna, which is not much.
Yeah, they need their offlaner to be some type of lockdown hero. I don't even know what's left, but what I'd love to see, but it's not going to happen, I don't think, but is an Axe. I just love Axe against Dazzle. It's
Yeah.
just like one of the best
that
counters.
chop.
Yeah, because like you just jump in, and normally Dazzle just graves, so you can't do anything. But when you have an Axe, you can focus any target you want,
10
which is kind of
seconds
important
remaining.
against the Dazzle. But it's not a good offlane hero, like straight up offlane, unless they go
Radiant
aggressive, which
team
they could.
They go Murana, so.
Yeah.
I
I wanted to see that. Yeah, I wanted to see Sigma get the Axe, but what initiation hero is left for him? Arcseer, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they need more stuns as well. Like, they have a Lucent Beam, a Searing Chains, and Kinetic Field.
10 seconds.
I don't know.
remaining.
What is Sigma gonna do once Empire gets a couple BKBs in the mid
5
game?
seconds remaining.
Hope the Luna and Ember are like 4 or 5 slotted. I guess that's about it.
I mean, a lot of this game is
Reserve
going to be
time.
decided around the 18-minute mark when Ember is rushing for his first item and Luna is too. If they get it at like 18 minutes, they have good farm, they're going to be in a good place. But it's Empire's job. Once again, it seems like they draft themselves into this situation where they need to be the ones applying pressure. Except for the last game we had. They were supposed to turtle and they did that well. It is Darkseer. It is.
Darkseer, indeed. So Sigma, well, it does give them a good defensive hero. I guess the Surge is nice to run away from Batrider, but I just feel like Empire they're going to be the ones controlling the tempo and forcing the fights, and Sigma have to basically play perfect keep away Dota, kind of like Cloud9-esque almost, where they just split push every time the enemy team groups up. They dodge the fights. Maybe they find some pickoffs here or there, but they do not want to be running into head-on engagements, like you said, when they're in the mid-game and the Luna and Ember are not big, which is going to be like a solid 10 to 15-minute window probably before they're fully ready to fight.
Yeah, but I think they look at their Ember Spirit as
10
not so much as a
seconds
carry, as more of like a space creator this game. They're going to just build him really
5
early game
seconds
oriented.
remaining.
And I've seen so many games with Ember Spirit where the game just ends in like 8 minutes because he just runs around the map and kills everyone. So there's always that going for them. If the Ember Spirit gets out of control, it's really hard to deal with.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah, I guess the main issue there is they have so many ways to punish him when he's running around trying to create space. All the lockdown we went over earlier, so
Right.
let's see if he's able to make things happen for his team. But this is our first match of the day. It's Dogma versus Empire, game 1 in the 2-game series. And on the side of Team Sigma, we've got MSS playing your offlane Darkseer, Misery on the Venomancer, that puts Fada onto the Ember Spirit, Pos playing the role of the Disruptor, and then Pyket on the Luna. So a mix of the dog guys and the Sigma boys. And on the Dire side, you've got Team Empire. They've been consistent with their roster. Mag, your offlane bat, big plays for him in our last match. And now Vangscore on your support Dazzle. Pretty much the most impressive Dazzle I've seen coming out of Europe. Resolution on the Mirana in the solo mid-roll. Silent will be playing the safe lane Doom, and that leaves Always Want to Fly on the Bane. But whenever I see a Vangscore Dazzle, I smile, because this guy makes all the plays.
He does indeed. He's their playmaker, I think, on Empire. At least Empire has one of the teams where I think skill-wise it's very balanced amongst all their players.
Yeah, I don't look at their team and it's like this guy is carrying the team super hard. But Vangscore, I'd say Vangscore, and also Resolution makes a lot of plays on certain heroes, like Invoker and Storm especially, but we'll see what he can do on Mirana. Actually, a hero that I have not seen him play much before.
Yeah. It's not so much that one player is better than the other, just the way they just draft it so like no one hero is really, really important, I feel.
Yeah. You look at this draft, even if some heroes get shut down, there's other heroes who can... It's not like there's a single initiator. They've got the Mirana, the Bat, potentially the Doom. They've got multiple damage dealers in the Doom and the Mirana. Tons of defensive capability, and Bane, who can be a ganker. They've got like just redundancies built in pretty much every aspect of the draft. We'll see how it works out. But for now, the Doom starts off in the woods. He'll get a Dark Troll Warlord early on. Pretty useless creep with the freaking 250 mana cost and snare, and I guess he can summon some skeletons against the Darkseer. Not going to be very effective, though.
Yeah, I do not like the way Sigma laned this. I felt like they should have went aggressive and just soloed the Darkseer against Batrider. Because the lane they have, like, when you have a lane with, like, Venomancer, Luna, and Disruptor, and they have a Doom Dazzle lane, I think you could just get away with just destroying that lane and get total freeform. But this is just the safe way. I guess they just want to play it safe.
Well, there's going to be a bit of harassment here on Mag. Firefly's about to end, but Thunderstrike taken. It's only level 1, so no real danger for him now. Definitely a dangerous lane later on, once the Luna hits level 3 and the Disruptor's got a few points in Glimpse, but for now, it's not going to do too much. So he'll get his levels in the offlane. In the mid lane, Resolution really going aggressive here, and Fada says, great, I'll take away half your health. He's actually gone Flame Guard build, though. No points in Sight of Fist yet.
It's always interesting to see, which builds that mid-embers choose to go. Some opt for just not getting Flame Guard at all, and some like to max it early.
And sometimes, like, it will depend on the game. Like, I've seen a lot of Ember players, if they're up against a really strong nuking lineup, will go for Flame Guard. If they have a good roaming jungler, maybe they go for the Sleight of Fist builds. They can set up early kills, but he's just such a versatile hero in terms of how you skill him.
Double damage.
Indeed, he is. It looks like Dazzle's doing some good rune control. This is his second rune he picked up. Enviz, now a DD. So he's getting all the runes.
To be fair, Sigma are not even checking runes. They've got 5 heroes in lane, so making his life easy.
What is Misery up to? Oh, he has a smoke. It looks like he's going for a smoke gank mid. This can work, because the way Ember Spirit works, if he gets a point in his W, he needs to... Oh, he has no mana, actually.
No, the problem is he just used his Flame Guard as well.
Yeah.
So they can't really go for this kill yet.
Oh, he does have his chains up now. That's all he needs with the Gale. Like, if Gale hits, you can just run up to him and get the chains off.
Oh, especially when Resolution's this far in the river.
Oh, he's going for the chicken.
Once the courier snipe, it's gonna... Let's see, does it just run straight back? They'll have the upgrade in about 5 seconds, and Misery does spot it out. He needs 2 auto attacks here. 1, and he can't get in range for the second. 285 move speed. And now Resolution is looking for a first blood. Arrow will be there. He'll juke it. But from the other side comes the Bat as well. They're just ascending on Misery. This is going to be a first blood. He leaps into the trees, though. Doesn't matter. The creeps will bring him down in the end. He even blew a salve, it looks like, and will fall. Oh, boy.
Boy, indeed.
Oh, boy.
Bottom was already dominating mid. Now she gets the first blood. Ouch.
Yeah, Fada is getting crushed, actually. 8 and 5.
Yeah. I mean, he was pulled the early Wraith Band on the bottom, so he's just like spam harassing him with his right click, and Ember's not having good time against that because his armor is too good.
Now this could be Fada's... Well, maybe not the level 2 Flame Guard. They'll still throw out the arrow here. Actually, 3 heroes coming mid, and Fada might be burst down. He gets the Siri chains off, connects on 2, 1 more right click. No, he ticks down to the Mirana, the last auto attack, and now Always Want to Fly. Well, he'll be fine. And they force out the TP for Misery. I guess he'll get the experience, but... I mean, they almost had a courier kill. They give up first blood. Now the Ember dies mid, and Sigma just... This laning stage quickly falling apart. Their saving grace is the Luna And the Darkseer getting their levels, and the Luna at least getting her farm, but that's about it.
Yeah, basically just mid lane's a disaster right now for them.
Unfortunately, you can't abandon mid lane.
Yeah.
That's not an option.
Like, Fata, he still doesn't even have his boots, and Mirana almost has phase boots. Like, this lane's done for him. Like, he can no longer do anything but get experience once those phase boots get up. Because he's just going to keep getting poked, and it's going to hurt.
I mean, obviously there was 3 heroes mid for that, but top lane, looks like they've gone on MSS, and he's going to go down here. They actually had the mana for the net. No, he's still alive. 5 HP. He uses the Soul Ring, gets himself killed with the Dazzle Poison. What?
He would have died. In all fairness, he would have died to bat, but I don't know. Maybe he just wanted Dazzle to get the kill. Just give him the benefit of the doubt.
Mean, maybe the idea was like, I'll go deny myself to neutrals, but that did not work out at all. That was very curious. Well, I want to ask you about this Ember. Even before the gank came, he was getting crushed mid. Is that just on his skill build? Is he just getting outplayed? Like, is there anything he could be doing differently? Because it's pretty rare to see an Ember lose his lane this hard.
I think part of it's his skill build. I don't think Flame Guard's good against Potom. I think he's better off like just using his Sleight of Fist and then chaining that with his chains. And then he's just going on him actually. But Flame Guard, maybe that's why you got Flame Guard, defensive measures. But no, I don't think Ember wins this matchup.
Yeah.
Because he got pulled like region and win a Wraith Band, and like Ember's armor is not good, so he's very, very susceptible to getting harassed.
Even with the stout shield, he's still just been... And his HP isn't that great either, only 730 now, so... He's really been chipped away at. Good news is, he's got the ultimate up. He can start scouting for these runes, and it looks like finally Dogma have realized that there's some runes in this game. They'll check the bottom rune, they'll get the regen here. But it might not go the way of the Ember, who would really like to have his hands on it.
He doesn't want to run bottom to get it either, so he's just gonna have to bottle Crow. He does have boots now. The good thing about Ember as a hero is he doesn't need that much farm to be effective. He can all he needs is his skill set and then look for his. But on top lane, it looks like they're going for something here.
No points in vacuum. Only level 5 on MSS, and yeah, the low stun lineup getting punished there.
This is another reason I don't think Ember's a strong mid hero. Like I really don't think so. I know a lot of people run it there, but I usually don't see it winning its lane very hard, unless you gank for it and stuff, but any hero can be good with ganks.
You guys run it mid.
Yeah, but I don't think it's one of our strongest, like, lanings. I just think it's a good hero.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. The laning it's okay. Some games it works out well, like if you have an Enchantress ganking especially, where you could just set up for the creeps, but... Yeah, on his own, he's a little bit squishy, and well, MSS gets caught by the lasso right as he tries to surge away. That's going to be a Darkseer down. 5 kills already, just being racked up, piled up for Empire. Now leading by 2k gold, nearly 2k experience. Their Luna is free farming, and will just, Pycat says, you know what, I'm going to have to do heavy lifting this game, let's just go straight Midas. But this also means that he's going to be running around with like 600, 700 health when Doom's online. Would not be surprised at all if Empire, and Fiendscript soon too, if they just rotate bottom and start pressuring him and looking to punish this greedy Midas.
It is Empire, so they most likely will do that. They're a team that definitely likes to punish greed.
Yeah, they're like the killers of greed and the bringers of justice. The Iisama Slayers.
Iisama Slayers. Hopefully this isn't an Iisama Luna build either. See, I think he plays the greediest Luna I've ever seen in my life.
He's actually the sad part is he's started getting BKB a lot more recently, and it hasn't been working.
Oh.
That's the worst part. It's like he's been going for it, and I mean, in one game I think it was just debatable whether or not it was the right choice. And nice ward deny of this haste turn bottom, but yeah. And then it's just other games have just kind of been bad luck, and they were pretty screwed regardless. But yeah, he's just got problems with BKB.
Yeah,
one way or the other.
I can't understand Fado, why he does not get a point in his W. Like, even 1 point is a nice value point, so you can connect it with your chains while chasing people.
It's just so useful. You can disjoint incoming like nukes and stuff. It's just very curious.
It is. I don't know if he plays Ember very much. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he plays too much of it and knows something that other players don't know. Who knows?
Well, whatever he knows, his knowledge is not assisting him too much right now. He's getting out CS. He's not done much to control the runes. Hasn't ganked at all. He is going to hit level 8 soon. But he's so far been very low impact.
Yeah, he just got shut down way too hard in the lane.
See, here's my problem for Sigma right now is who actually controls the game? It's not going to be Darkseer. He's level 6. He can't really start fights. Their Disruptor doesn't have his ultimate yet, and it isn't really like a solo, like, control the game kind of hero anyway. It should be the Ember, but Fada's not really in any position to do that right now.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those games where they just have to all 5 sit behind Luna all game.
That sounds... Empire can just farm the rest of the map then if they 5-man behind Luna. And if it's only a farmed Luna, who cares? You just doom her, lasso her, grip her, and she's dead. What is Sigma going to do about that?
Well, the moral of the story is it's not looking good.
Well, we're a pair of Debbie Downers today, are we not? But...
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, they lost 2 lanes pretty badly. Like, their off-lane dual lane did not go well. Did not go well at all. Mid lane was disastrous. Good news is their safe lane is going very well. Like, this Luna has the most farm in the game and win a Midas. So if they just sit behind the Luna, that is their best bet of coming back into this game. Like, she just needs to get super farmed.
She's got to be so farmed, though, because, again, they have, like, the ideal draft to counter a single core. And there's no great counter. Like, Sigma don't have Disruption, they don't have a Chen Senbek. They don't have a way to guarantee this Luna stays alive if she gets caught.
Yeah, but what can they do to, like,
oh,
make
otherwise,
aggressive
I have no idea.
Yeah, they can't be aggressive. Like, they can't go to the Doom's lane and try and kill him when they have Dazzle and Bane up there. Mid's unkillable, too, with their heroes against the bottom until Disruptor gets his levels, just levels, and his level 6, which he's getting close.
Oh, Blink Lasso mid. Fada gets Glimpse back as well, which actually breaks the lasso, and he'll get out safely in the end. Well,
They revealed
would have
the
been a good
blink, but
initiative.
he knew. That was good by Poss. He knew something was coming up, and he was just...
They also had
sitting
this ward mid, so they saw it coming. This time he says, you know what, I'm going to buy smoke. That's not happening again. Although it could still well happen again anyway. Good
back. Yeah,
positioning.
Disruptor early on is very good against Bat Rider.
The other thing was, I want to... Both of the supports for Sigma, even though they haven't really been making exciting plays, have been playing well, though. Venomancer has denied 2 runes bottom with his wards, and then the Disruptor protecting Fada mid. So keeping Sigma in this game for now, but it's still just... It's a while before they can be aggressive, and you know Empire's going to want to at some point. Sure, they've gone for Midas on something that will slow down the aggression, but that doesn't stop him from just going Shadowblade as his next item. They have the Blink Dagger, Mirana ult's online, Grip's online. I mean, Empire are like 1 or 2 key items away from just going ham after all these Sigma heroes.
And what is Pike at? He's going for Morbid Mask. Let's see if he makes that in the Helmet Dominator or if it's just a casual. I know a lot of people do a casual mask just so they can jungle, then rush the BKB. It's not too bad.
Radiant's top tower is under
Yeah.
attack.
And top tower...
It kind of leaves your options open. If you're farming well, maybe you get Dominator. If you're not, then you just back off for BKB.
Yeah, because like in this game, I'm not sure if finishing Dominator is the choice, unless like you're like assuming. Because if you have a Midas Dominator and you're down this much, I think you're just gonna get ran over. He needs his BKB.
But go in right now, silent. There's the Emperor Spirit into the fight, but he gets doomed immediately. Has to retreat out. Well, they baited up the Doom. Can they do anything now? Fada just retreating out. Looks like Bankscore joins the fray as well. MSS will TP out, and this is pretty okay for Sigma. They bait out the Doom and. Yeah, they'll make it out safely.
But as I was saying, like
Mid lane?
if they rotate,
Oh,
down.
Resolution with the drive-by arrow. Looks like it was set up by a Nightmare and an easy kill.
And so it looks like they get the kill in the end, huh? But as I was saying, like with Sigma's heroes and the way the early game went, since they lost mid and top, they can't rotate and get kills. They tried doing it to Doom, but they just couldn't kill him. They don't have the damage.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's
And now top lane, they'll look to defend this, but the Glyph gets forced out. Fada chasing deep for Silent. Oh, he doesn't have the mana. Didn't use the stick charges there. And now Empire smokes mid, and they might run right into MSS, right into Pycat. Oh, this would be a big time to kill Pycat. Midas is off cooldown. And,
He has
he's
ult
got
on
Eclipse. He's got Eclipse. Is he going to get it off? The grips there, very timely. And there's just no backup. They do cancel the grip. Use that freaking Starfall. He gets it off, but already got off a few elusive beams. Not enough to get the kill. Now they've got just a little time. They'll reset here on MSS. And the Disruptor died top while this was happening. Arrow's cooling down soon. Well, they actually, in the end, it works out even better for Empire. Eclipse gets wasted. Does anyone get punished on the way out? Oh, using the leap. But always want to fly will be the one who goes down here.
Will he?
No, maybe not. Maybe not. Still chasing. Stick charges up. They've got us Searing Chains. Sleight of Fist. He's got to connect on this combo, though. Does he get it off? Yes, he does. Well, it looks like he's played a little bit of Ember, but it's still not enough. This Bane's just too tanky. 900 health already. Wow.
This is kind of the problem with his skill build as well. Like, it's not very good for chasing heroes down and getting kills because he can't spam his Sleight of Fist. It does a ridiculous amount of damage. And so I kind of like seeing that through the mid lane more so. And I think going Flame Guard's better in safe lane because you don't have too much mana to spam.
Yeah.
And you can farm better, but in the mid Ember, I definitely do like the Sleight of Fist build more than the Flame Guard build.
Especially, it just seems like the better, like, aggressive, like, tempo controller build as well. Because, like you said, you can chase better. You're more of a threat to get kills and find solo pickoffs. The Flame Guard's, like, good for chasing and staying alive in fights, but it's more of, like, a sustained damage thing, and that's where Empire will come in with the Grave, they'll come in with Doom, and just either kill you or at least keep their teammates alive.
Yeah, the burst damage between his Q and W, when you just keep spamming it when they're both maxed, is just insane.
Yeah. What is it, 150 burst on Sleight of Fist per hero?
120, I think.
120.
Is it? Yeah, 120 when it's maxed and like a 6-second cooldown. And your normal base attack on top of that.
Yeah, it definitely adds up. Well, Fada does have a haster now, so maybe an opportunity to set something up. And Misery picks up an Ogre Club, so Sigma are finding okay farm around the map, but it's really just going to be on Pycat this game. 95 CS. He's still getting out-farmed by the Doom as well as the enemy Mirana, and that it's only a one-tower advantage for Empire, so not even a huge tower lead.
Well, they're smoking, but while they're smoking, did you check out Misery's item?
Yeah, he's got Ogre Club.
Yeah, well, I'm
What's
not
up
sure.
with
I don't know. You want brown boots into Ogre Club? It's very unusual.
Heaven's Halberd Rush? I don't know.
Probably an Ags, but
Yeah, that's what but normally you just get the point booster is the thing.
yeah, maybe it was one of the things he just had gold for it. It was like at base. It's like screw it.
Maybe he thought he was gonna die earlier. I don't know. There was some action top where the Disruptor died, and we were watching the fight in the Radiant Jungle, so didn't catch it.
Oh, and it looks like Empire's ready. Mag's positioning is actually really... It's good if they don't see him, but it's a little risky.
Dude, look how scared Sigma are. Alright, they're gonna smoke now, but they've just been playing terrified Dota lately. Like, 4 heroes just clumped up in this region of the map. They'll make their move now, and you compare that to Empire, just freely farming their own woods, they're farming the mid lane, they're also getting aggressive in the enemy jungle. They have no fear, but Sigma, maybe they punish this. They're gonna smoke, and it will be revealed. Fada doesn't really know where anyone is. He starts painting, but doesn't actually see anyone yet. Walks around the trees. Wolfine always want to fly. The automatic auto attacks there. Oh, that cost him. Can he get off a brain sap at the very least? The Doom comes out on the Ember. They lasso him up. The Eclipse, however, just incinerates the Batrider. What a great initiation for Team Sigma. Now the Kinetic Field, the Static Storm. No Kinetic Field. Just the Static Storm getting dropped. Resolution leaping forward. He gets the double Starfall proc, gets the kill, but Fada stands strong. The Searing Chains are there. Resolution doesn't make it over the cliff. Needs to get some jumping lessons, this fella. Now he'll TP out with the Grave. I think it'll keep him alive. Will he take down a Fountain? No, he's fine, and the Doom will fall. So in the end, I mean, talk about just a perfect fight for Sigma. Eclipse just killing off the Batrider. Ember being doomed, but still was at full HP, relatively fine through the fight, and just found each hero one at a time. Wow.
Yeah, they had awkward positioning. Holy crap. Like, Bane was sitting in the trees up there, and then further down you had a Batrider sitting in the trees. And basically, Bane just died without doing anything. And that was the opening they were looking for.
Yeah, Doom dies as well. He did buy a Shadow Amulet, so in spite of the death, he's still at 8,300 net worth, and I think that'll still go differently for Empire once they get the Shadow Blade, but a fight or two more like that, and then you're looking at a lineup that is running Ember, Luna, and a frigging Darkseer. You do not want to be feeding kills to them.
And like I said, around the 18-minute mark is...
The key
will
time.
tell a lot about the game.
Thanks, Court. Gets caught out by a glimpse, but no follow-up yet for this. Other thing they don't have, which they will have fairly soon, is the Force Staff for Mag, and that'll make for some safer initiations, I imagine. But, yeah, for now, Dog showing some... or Sigma showing some spine, I must say.
It really depends on these Batrider and Disruptor matchups on what vision you have of the Batrider. Because if you get the glimpse off like instantly, it usually disjoints it pretty quickly. But you need the vision for it.
We'll go into the Roche pit. Mag tanking a bit of the Roche, and early Medallion pickup will let them secure this a bit easier. They'll keep on spamming the level 4 Shadow Wave for this one, and there's actually no vision from Sigma. Shadow Blade up on the Doom. And now the next engagement gets a lot trickier. Do Sigma actually have any Sentry Wards? Just the 1 Sentry Ward mid and well, actually 3 down bottom. But, Moonlight Shadow, I guess, meaning that they already want to carry sentries anyway.
One thing against Ember Spirit that's really important, in my opinion, is a mech. And They're not going a mech. Like, I thought Doom may go a mech this game into Shadowblade, but he decided to go drums instead. So that could be a problem if they try to fight too much without a mech.
They have the Dazzle Heals, which are like
Radiant's
a
middle tower
crappy
is
mech,
under
I guess.
attack.
But
Dazzle Heals are great, but Dazzle Heals on top of a mech makes, like, Ember feel like he does no damage early game.
he hits like a kitten
Dire's
instead of a
tower
tiger at
is
that
under
point.
attack.
Yeah, if they get a trade here on, like, this game is all about
Radiant's
Sigma
bottom
or
tower is
Dogma
under attack.
weathering the storm here. The
Dire's
longer this game
structures
goes,
are
the better
fortified.
shape they'll be, because Pycat's in,
Dire's
like, a
top
really
tower
good
is
spot.
under attack.
Uh-oh. Batrider blinking into the trees while his teammate wants to engage. Silent just goes right onto pause with the Doom. And now, Fada held in position. The Eclipse comes out from MSS. Back and Waller. There's huge damage done. 2 heroes dropping low. Always want to fly is going to fall. Fada, I think he just rejoins the fight instantly. And suddenly, well, Silent, sure, you doom the Disruptor, and that's great
He's
and all.
low. Pycat was getting lasted. He's down.
Well, they get the kill there. Is it worth it, though? 2 for 2 thus far. They did lose the Luna. Now looking for MSS. The stop comes in. Resolution will find a third. Now the Starfall suddenly goes back the way of Empire. Looked so good for Sigma. They do bring down another. 3 have fallen. And Fada still in hot pursuit. He might get some more kills. Another Sleight of Fist. Pops the Aegis and still has a Remnant in a few seconds. Double damage rune. That's what was giving him all the extra damage. And he'll retreat out in the end. So in the end, it is a pretty even exchange, I want to say.
Yeah, it went really well for, I think these type of trades are very good for Sigma. If the game is, like, going kind of even and they're just, like, getting farm on their Ember, yeah, they lost their Luna, sure, that's not good, but it's well worth it
Radiant's
just to
bottom
weather the
tower is
storm a
under
little bit
attack.
and get Fada some farm.
And they got rid of the Aegis, so, I mean, technically Empire are going to come out on top in terms of just numerical trades there, but getting rid of the Aegis means Empire won't feel as confident to be aggressive in their next fight.
Yeah, and the DD rune gave Fada the damage he desperately needed that he's lacking through his farm, so...
I was like, man, he's hitting really hard. Oh, that's why.
Runes, if he keeps getting good runes, it'll make up for his farm being pretty poor.
The one other thing I worry about for Empire here, though, is just the Doombringer pick against Darkseer, because he's already stacking up quite a few Rs. You've got the Drums, now the Vlads, and the Centaur Swiftness R, and suddenly you give that to the Luna and the Ember in the next fight, that could really come back to haunt Empire.
And plus, yeah, and he has so many targets he wants to doom, and Darkseer is not one of them. I mean, he wants to, but I think he wants to use it on Ember as much as he possibly can. It's not bad on Luna either before she uses her spells. There's just too many doom targets. I guess he needs a refresher.
Maybe Mag needs the double lasso as well. The
Yeah.
Bone 7 refresher, we'll see. Resolution does get caught by a Static Stone. They've got a Grave, so he should be okay unless the backup comes through. But unfortunately, the Ember comes and cancels the cast animation of the Grave with a nicely timed Searing Shades, and suddenly they're all on the run. They thought they had a Grave to keep that Marauder alive, and they were wrong. Beautifully played by Fada. They'll look for a third here. He's on the hunt. Pursuing out, always want to fly. A little bit low on mana to completely dive. But what a disaster for Empire.
Yeah, that was
Dire's middle tower
not
has
good at all. But yeah, there's a really good Searing Chains to cancel the Grave there. That changed quite a bit, because if they would have got that Grave
Dire's
off,
middle
they probably
tower
just
is
would
under
have
attack.
spent so much time killing the Podum, the other heroes would have just escaped.
This is looking better and better for Sigma, I gotta say. Empire just they haven't done anything through the mid game, and they have the perfect lineup to do it. Lasso, Blink Force on the
Dire's
Batrider,
middle tower has
Shadowblade,
fallen.
Doom, Mirana Ultimate with a BKB. How are they, and a Fiend Script, how are they not getting kills? I don't know, but they're not.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before. It's like around the 18-20 minute mark, if Sigma is in control of the game, Empire is in trouble. But if Empire is taking towers and snowballing, then they're in good shape.
Sigma's not supposed to be in control of the game, but they are, and that's the
Yeah.
scary part.
Like, if the game was even at this point, Sigma would still be in the lead. But now they're losing in kills, but it doesn't matter. They have the Midas up. I mean, I guess they have the Midas on their team too, but they just have the superior late game and team fight.
And Fada can look to go for a Battle Fury here as well if he wants to. Even something like a Maelstrom if he wants to be a little bit more mid-game oriented. But whatever they go for, they're getting the damage items up. And of course your Luna getting extremely farmed. Now the Morbid Mask has been online for some time. He goes back for the Manta and can just go straight into a Butterfly next if he wants. Let's see what it's going to be.
Fada's not even getting any damage. He's getting the double damage rune, so he's got another one for next team fight if they want to take one.
Yeah, this is problematic.
The GG rune.
It's funny, they were like not even checking the runes for the first few runes, and now they're getting every single one.
Not only that, it's just like massive rune luck. Like in these team fights, Ember Spirit's so underfarmed because they kept him down, but he's doing damage like he's a farmed Ember Spirit because he has double damage every fight.
Yeah, or even just a haste so he can just chase everyone down or get away if he gets doomed. I don't know. He's a pain.
Indeed he is, but it looks like they're gathering up and trying to do something. They have a BKB on Potom. Interesting build. That's when you go BKB first on Rana, it kind of... Well, it just...
It neuters your
farm.
late game. It neuters your late game, basically.
It really does. So, usually when you see like a lot of Potom players, Sing I think almost every game just rushes Maelstrom.
Oh, Mag, looking for the opening here. This is a big initiation to go for. Is he going to commit to it? Oh, he mans down, and wisely so, I feel, as Sigma had the Disruptor ready. They had 5 heroes in position. 4 heroes, actually. Fada's top.
They got the Blink Dagger Darkseer, and he's level 12 too, so he has all of his spells available. So if they do jump, they have such good counter initiation, actually. If they jump on Luna and just use everything on him, MSS is going to get his combo off with Disruptor and Venomancer, and everyone's going to die.
I had the exact same sentence forming at my lips when he said that. I was like, man, their counter initiation is so strong. And it is. If they get off an Eclipse, a Darkseer, Blink Vacuum Wall, or the Kinetic Field, Static Storm, any of those will just ruin Empire's day. Empire, I don't think they actually want to take fights at towers anymore. They've got to find them in the open field.
One key item that's coming out is going to be the BKB on Doom. Once they have their dual BKBs, because BKBs is what they need on Empire. Like, they just need as many BKBs as they possibly can get, because they have so much magical damage. It's insane on Sigma.
Yeah, a lot of magic damage, and 0 good lockdown for BKBs either.
They're not doing too much physical damage right now on Sigma, because they don't have the items. So if they take the fights right now with the BKBs, they could actually win them, I think.
Man, I'm just looking at this Ion Shell Flame Guard combo. That's a lot of AoE damage. Like you said, just so much on one hero.
Yeah, I think Darkseer and Ember is one of the most broken combinations of heroes in the game right now.
Yeah, in the late game team fights, if you get off a vacuum and then he just comes crashing through with Sleight of Fist, has a Battle Fury or two.
Yeah,
oh,
it's ridiculous.
Boy.
Like, early game, you just Ion Shell them with the Flame Guard, and you just chase heroes down and get kills, because you already do so much damage. Add an Ion Shell on top of that, and it's just ridiculous. And then late game, vacuum into Sleight of Fists, into his ults, everyone just dies.
Easy. Well, Resolution is quite farm. Sure, he went first BKB. Does have a Demon Edge now. Doom is your leader, actually, with 15k net worth. I wouldn't 100% count out Empire's late game. It's just like if both teams get off all their good spells in a good fashion, then Sigma will have the edge. But I guess they do have some decent lockdowns, some decent late game potential. But it's just when they draft the way they do, they don't expect or want to be in this position. They expect to be controlling the tempo, forcing the pickoffs, and bottling Sigma up. And they just have not managed to play Empire Dota this game.
No, they haven't. Not just today they haven't been able to play Empire Dota, I feel. But they're going to be going on Doom here?
Oh, they found Silent now. He gets glimpsed back in an awkward direction, then pops his BKB and goes in. Doom's Fada, and just starts giving him the right-click surprise BKB. Sad Fada. It wasn't even a surprise, though. Like, they saw it when they went in.
Yeah, that was very curious.
I think they just underestimated their ability to get out of that one. And with the Alpha Wolf, he hits pretty hard.
Yeah, and he's got pretty good. He has decent damage with Vlad's Alpha Wolf. And the last though?
This is classic Empire. They'll find MSS next. They'll look to focus him down. Easily done. And now onto Misery. Suddenly, Sigma just crumbling under the pressure, and the Empire strikes back here. 15-9. They'll take a tier 2 top. They don't kill Pycat, who is free farming, but that is a big win for Empire.
And the one weakness in Sigma's lineup is what I was saying before with the BKBs. Once they get enough BKBs, they can fight, because they have so much magic damage. And once it just pops BKB on the Doom, he can just Doom the Ember Spirit every fight. They have no way of stopping that. And he can just run at them. They have no damage for BKBs right now. And they won't have damage until like 35 minutes.
Yeah, where Sigma can win the fights is if Darkseer is like ready when they go in, and then blink counter initiation and punish Empire for clumping up and diving. But otherwise, then you could just lasso and grip the Luna and win the fight. So I think Darkseer is quickly becoming the most important hero. MSS has got to be in the right spot at the right times to make plays for his team, or they're not going to be able to take these fights.
Their plan, Arrow.
Arrow
Misery
connects
down.
on Misery. Caught out by the Dire Observer Ward over here in the woods. Easy kill.
Oh, he was just looking for level 11, I think. He just completed Ags, but he has Ags with a level 1 Venom ult.
He's one creep away. That's like that, one creep away from getting a new item. Let's stick around and then you feed.
Indeed, he did feed.
Yeah,
The
and-
sports
and I'll
are
set up by
actually
the diamond
doing pretty
server.
well on Sigma, as far as item
Radiant's middle
regression.
tower is under attack.
They got the Force Staff, that's all you can ask for when you're playing just like Ward Bitch.
5 position disruptor, basically.
Yeah, and Venom, he's got his Ags. He just needs his level 11, so his ult starts... I don't think it hurts too much with Ags and level 1 ult, but level 2 should be significant.
Man, this is some BKB gaming. Triple BKB. Sigma just... this is where they need their Ember and Luna to have, like, 2 damage items. Both.
Yeah, I was thinking they're screwed for a little bit, and thinking about it a little more. If they just mass BKBs, they're pretty good.
What?
Because all their damage is going to be through magic for a long time.
I'm not sure how I feel about this from Fada. He goes Lincolns, but... I don't think they can count on the Luna to be the only damage dealer is the issue. Like, if there's only one damage dealer, she's just gonna get locked down.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's not very useful when he's just dying instantly.
Yeah, it's just rocking a hard place, I guess, end of the
Yeah.
day.
Has fallen to
He's
the
gonna
top.
need Lincolns plus
Dire's
2
top
more
tower
slots,
is under attack.
and they're just gonna have to turtle the lake, which they can. I mean, they have good base defense, Venom wards. They can just keep people out with disruptors, kinetic field, spam wall, not wall, but vacuum. They have decent base defense, and Ember's like the king of base defense as well, among many other things.
Yeah, so Sigma, I guess, at this point, sure they had a mid-game punch, but now they'll just settle into the rhythm of waiting it out, trying to farm up their key items. And Silence hunting for a kill here in the enemy jungle. He'll find Pos. Is he going to go in? No, he backs off. Radiant Observer is going to spot him out, but Silent has a BKB,
Can
so...
get the Gale? Oh, he got it.
They can
He
force out the
it.
BKB,
Yeah.
maybe. Glimpse is there. He'll BKB out of it. That's a
good.
bit of an annoyance.
It's really good for them if they keep doing stuff like that. They just need to just make them waste BKBs, because every time he pops that BKB, it's going to get lower and lower, and it's going to be a big problem. Once that BKB runs down, and then Luna just saves her ult and pops it and just instant kills the Doom.
This Moran is scary, though. Has an MKB up already, and Empire's on the hunt. Sure, there's no BKB on Doom, but he's still got Doom, and they'll let just someone else go in first. Resolution with the Aegis leads the way. They're going to find 4 heroes. Sigma could easily get cleaned up. Arrow to fly. Is it going to connect? No, it's off the mark, but nonetheless, they still keep on chasing in. Looking for the last one, Mag. There was a glimpse back, but he's going to just cancel the TP. He BKBs out of the glimpse and then finds MSS, and now MSS gets run down. He'll fall as well, so it will be a 2 for Dill. Sigma just... Sure, they can turtle, they can play keep away, but it's tempting to leave the base and get creeps, and when you do that, Empire will find you.
Yeah, BKB is pretty good item, huh? As soon as they got the BKB on Doom, the game just completely turned.
Yeah, and it's so frustrating as Disruptor. The hero becomes useless.
A lot of their heroes become useless, actually. Like right now, when they BKB, Ember's useless, Venom's useless, Luna... Actually, until she gets one more item, and she's going Scotty. What the hell?
Well, I guess it's the Doom counter. You're never going to get to use a Satanic against Doom, and just gives you mass stats. But
It does.
it's just, end of the day, it's not a really
Radiant's
scary
bottom
carry
tower
item on
is
Luna.
under
It
attack.
just makes her tanky, really. She doesn't hit that hard.
A lot of people against
Radiant's
Doom with
bottom
Luna like to
tower
go
has
just
fallen.
BKB Lincolns. You can't really do anything against that.
Yeah, that's true. Well...
But Scotty's very
Radiant's bottom
unconventional.
tower
I don't know
is
if I
under
like it. It's alright.
Arrow does this a lot.
Alright.
Yeah, that doesn't. Well, then again, Fnatic get Lincoln's or Scotty on everyone, so that doesn't really mean much. But there you go.
Means they like the item.
Yeah, well, it does mean they like the
Radiant's
item.
bottom tower has fallen.
What's their undoing at TI3? But they'll go take the racks here. Empire will. They'll go in and start chipping away at it quickly. Silent has BKB. He'll just pop it now. Misery comes in, just tries to turn the fight with his ultimate, but they lasso and Doom fought up, bring him down in a hurry. The Eclipse came out, but just didn't do anything. Now on to MSS. They keep on right-clicking him out. Empire hurting and then slaughtering Sigma like cattle into their own well.
Bottom barracks
They
are
just
under
can't catch a break.
Radiant's
They've lost their
bottom
racks. Maybe they got a pick off on the way out for Vank score, but the damage is
Dire's
done,
middle
and
tower is
it's just
under
Empire
Radiant's
hitting the
bottom
kill switch.
barracks
I thought this
has
team was
fallen.
sleeping through our first 2.5 games today, but suddenly they've awoken, and not to Sigma's liking. Not at all.
Yeah, I thought they were in like major trouble this game, then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. One team fight, they just start dominating the whole game. And Dazzle, they don't have a mech, but they do have a pipe now.
He's doing work. The Graves have been timely. Oh, For a second, for some reason, I like blinked and I thought they said GG. But yeah, Sigma will turtle this one out, and they will fight on. They have a really good high ground defense lineup. Eventually, the BKBs will have lower cooldowns, but I don't know, Fear. This is grim.
Yeah, with one set of racks down, it's going to be hard for them. If they had Raxus up still, they'd be in a really good shape, but they can just keep split pushing, not even split pushing, they just have to keep dealing with this lane that keeps pushing in. So if they go to another lane like top, they can just sit there and keep going on the tower with the auras, but I don't know. They're going to have some base problems if they keep playing like this.
They're going to have a lot of problems, because Mag has Mask of Madness and Boots of Travel now, which means your split pushing ain't so safe anymore. Not that it ever was, but now it's incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, split pushing is not what they wanted to do at all.
Boy. Oh, nicely timed there, and he's going to get the kill on Pycat. Good reactions. Nonetheless, though, he gets Fiend's Grip. Is there enough backup? There is. There's a Blink. There's a Vac. They get 2 kills. Pycat with the timely Manta style. Wow. Making things happen.
Did he grave an illusion?
I did not see.
Yeah, he graved an illusion. I think he was trying to grave the Bane, but he graved Murano's illusion. I didn't even know you could grave illusions.
I guess it's like how you can disrupt them.
Yeah.
Treats it like a hero.
Oh, uncharacteristic mistake from Van Scoiler.
That was just awkward for the Batrider because his Firefly ended right as he found the Luna as well. But credit to Pycat, just press that Manta button and turn the fight.
Oh, indeed he did. What else do we have going on here? No, that's it. So...
Well, we'll be back in 5 minutes, guys, when there's something to talk about.
That's it. They're just going to farm it up for a while. What do we have for item progression on the Ember? What, did he have something flying out, or does he have the same items?
No. I think, did he have to... No, he didn't have to buy back in the base defense, but...
Oh, he bought a bunch of TP scrolls. That's what it was.
Ah, okay.
He's got 3 of them.
Eclipse from Pycat, another play, but this time only breaking Aegis. Can they kill Moran in round 2? Has the BKB... Should be okay, but BKB's after the Gale comes out a little bit late on the trigger. Now they lasso up Pycat, but where is the freaking Doom? They need this Doom in the fight. They lasso him. They wrangle him up to the high ground. The Veno has fallen, but, well, Pycat will be okay. He gets off the cliff, 4-staff down by Poss, and should be fine for the time being. Meanwhile, on the flip side of the fight, always want to fly, gets sliced to pieces by your Ember Spear. And finally, freaking Silent shows up in the fight, but he is definitely quite late at that. They'll Doom Fada. Pycat's still alive. He'll make it out. I almost feel like this Luna is the one they want to be killing now. But, well, do they even get Fada? He could be surged out of here in a few seconds' time. He may live through this. They need this freaking Doom in the fight.
I don't even know what's going on anymore. Like, Luna's being chased on top. Look at Mag. He's playing with fire right now.
What is the plan here? Well, he's got Lasso cooling down soon. But, well, he's just going to blink in, get Lucent Beam to right-click, and he's going to die. This is very questionable.
Is he going to do it? Do it, pussy. No.
Not feeling too aggressive today.
After that last one, I think he's done making some questionable plays. Blinking into a Luna.
This is... Empire just... Right as I say, Empire finally showing us the Empire we expect, then they start getting picked off and not in position and feeding away kills. I am just... The curse is strong with me today. That's all I know.
Like, I don't even know what's going on. Could we classify this as Game of Throws or what? Like, this is like... This game's ping-ponging pretty hard.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're the expert. That's what we have you here for. What's the throw meter reading right now?
Alright, I'm going to say Batrider through. I'm going to go out and say it. He's throwing.
So you're calling it, like it's already a throw.
Oh, yeah, but at the same time, like, they've made really good plays with the BKBs. I want to say, like, Sigma didn't throw. They just got Alright, they threw too. Game of Throws, screw it. They went on the Doom on top when he had BKB. That turned the game. And now Batrider is turning the game as well. Game of Throws.
No, there you have it, folks. from the legendary Throwmaster himself, EG's Fear. By the way, you guys disappointingly are not throwing nearly as much as what I was hoping for. Makes things more interesting.
Indeed. But, I don't know. There's still time. Maybe we'll start throwing more.
Well,
we see our scrims. We throw a lot.
Okay. Well, you get out of your system, I
yeah,
guess.
that's the key, I think. We just get out of our system in scrims, and then...
It's never too late to go back, you know?
Are you tempting me to throw, or what?
Hey, man, I've got $322 with your name on it.
Oh, nice.
There you go. Well, they're waiting in the trees here. This could be an initiation any moment now. Out comes the arrow. Does not connect. They're using the Lincolns on the Luna. She's got
choice.
4,000 gold, so close to that next item, another Sleight of Fist, but the Sleight of Fist do nothing at this point because Doom is walking around with Shivas, Vlads, and AC. He's got 39 armor. Everybody, the Mirana's got freaking 23 armor, and everybody's completely fine. And then you throw the Dazzle on top of it. That's where I do worry for Sigma in a team fight, is, yeah, they've got all these 2 hard carries, but Empire have the armor strat going their way.
Yeah, I think one of 2 things needs to happen. First of all, they needed an Aegis before they can break high ground, and last time they put the Aegis on top of
Mirana.
I think it should have went on the Doom, and they just sieged the base, but they chose to do it that way. And the second alternative is what Silent just did, is pick up bots and have enough for rebuy, give the Aegis to Mirana again, just siege, and if they do focus your Doom down, rebuy, TP back in the fight, and then you should be able to break base that way.
The other thing is they just need the Doom in the fights, because he was not there like until the very end of that previous engagement. But it seems like they're playing a little more 5-man Dota now. Grouped up mid, they have a Boots of Travel buyback, like you mentioned, and maybe even on multiple heroes coming soon. Mag, actually, does he have his buyback? No, he's 90 short, but very close. And he'll find a haste turn. Oh boy. This has all the makings of trouble for Sigma. But it might just be a Venom who gets lost. And if that's the case, they'll certainly settle for that. Fada's coming in, though. They want to contest into this. Will Misery get off his ultimate? He will not. Eclipse gets popped. But everybody's got BKBs or Shallow Grave. And Pycat just gets doomed. Annihilated. Well, that's what happens when Empire are actually grouped up together. They still have a lasso ready for Fada, who has nowhere to go. They've lost 3. Honestly, I thought they were just going to run the second the Veno saw the other heroes, but they actually ran into fight, which was a huge mistake.
It is. But I'm noticing the Scotty as well is like doing work against Batrider. Every time I've seen every fight, he just like slows the Batrider when he BKBs, and he's kind of owns them. But yeah, they lost the fight regardless, so it's kind of irrelevant.
They do have some buybacks here on their cores. The no Eclipse. Now, this is a bit of a concern. Empire also lacking the Doom, though. They may back off if they force up the buyback, and it seems like Sigma want to wait for the right opportunity to go for it. With a Blink Vacuum into a kinetic field, that could be the good opening. They'll go for it. Now the Blink comes in for the Darks here, but he can't get off his combination in time, and suddenly Mag gets in with the lasso. Suddenly the Sleight of Fist comes through, but they're just not doing enough damage. 3 heroes dead. Triple buyback from Sigma in the midst of the fight to keep their base on fighting shape. Another Vac comes in. Finally the wall gets deployed from MSS. He couldn't get anything off in the last engagement. Well, round 2 will be a little more successful. No Sleight of Fist Searing Chains combo there, so in the end, they just get the... Is that just a Bane? And the Aegis, it looks like.
Yeah, that was...
Oh, no, they didn't have the Aegis. Yeah, just the
No,
Bane.
they didn't have Vegas. They just got Bane, and more importantly, they saved their racks.
What happened to the Darks here? I saw he blinked in, but he didn't get anything off. Did he get slept or something?
I actually wasn't paying attention. I thought he just missed, but maybe...
I think he got slept, because he bought back and he had a Vacuum. And Vacuum's got, what, like a 30-second cooldown? 28 seconds.
Yeah,
so.
it's pretty much... It's really... Then they're going to go for a Roche now. They're going to give it to... they're going to give it to Resolution. They don't have space on this Doom. Doom just... Did he just... Yeah, he just sold his Vlads. Picking up a full heart.
I'm kind of on board with going away from aura-based items. I mean, you might as well not give them to Sigma. Not that I think Vlad's will do that much for Ember and Luna, but eh.
It's too late. He already has so many auras. But like he just had too much money. He just wanted to upgrade his Vlads.
Yeah.
Heart's a pretty good upgrade to Vlads.
Ditch that 0 and get with a hero is his plan.
Pretty much. And what they really need right now is Pycat to finish another item.
Jesus. He had 4K like 5 minutes ago with these same items.
Yeah.
The buyback isn't helping though. Here comes Batman. Mag goes right in. He'll go into Fada. He breaks the Lincoln Seer with his 4-step, and then immediately they lasso him. They doom him. Fight's over, folks. They're gripping Pycat on the backside. He can't do a thing. Look at the right-click damage from Silent. Almost kills him off with a single chop. The slashes come through. Godlike triple kill. And freaking G. Well, I think we underestimated Doom's late game just a little bit. Those crits were doing work.
Yeah, well, he's pretty good now. 6 slotted. He has more farm than Luna. Luna was banking up a lot of money. If she had space to finish up Butterfly, this could be a different game. But she was just holding on to money for, like, what, the past 8 minutes or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we slightly underestimated Empire's late game, and also Empire started playing as a team about 20 minutes in, and that's when the game kind of fell apart for Sigma.
I really underestimated the BKBs on how much of an impact they had this game.
Yeah, it's just tough for Sigma to deal with. It goes back to the early Venomancer pick, going for Disruptor as your 2 supports, no real stuns on these heroes, and no way to deal with BKBs, and in the end, Empire, they strike back. They end up taking game 1. This is a 2-game series, you guys. You're all watching WPC's Western Division of play. We've got one more game for this series, and then we've got our final match of the day, which is Alliance versus Cloud9. I'm LD, he's Fear. If you enjoy our casting, you can follow us both on Twitter, twitter.com/FearDota for him, and twitter.com/LDDota for me. Thanks again to our sponsors for helping making our coverage possible. Esports Ventures, as well as 100tb.com. For all your dedicated server hosting needs. We'll take a quick break, guys, then we'll be back with game number 2. Stay tuned.